As we've talked a lot about trendy niches, this is time to get back to those evergreen niches, which are a basement of our shops. Those are most important niches, and we will talk a little bit why is that. Yes, we've talked prior in such videos, but you really need to embrace it and believe in it. This is one of the strategies. There are numerous of them. Anyway, you can just invent your own. But in the end of the day, we all need those niches which are generating steady money all year round. Let's get back to our niches. So we are on the page bird nerd short. So anything with nerd is a sub-niche, is a niche. And this is very important to remember those niches because it's not only bird theme. You can use any of the animal names, you can use any professions, any hobbies. All of those things could be something plus nerd short. And this is cool because knowing that little trick, you see that he wore just less than 1,000 of results, you can understand how to build those niches, how to understand them, and how to do from literally one or two designs, hundreds of those. If you do have spots and you have opportunities to upload any amount of niches, you know that this trick is really important because you need to keep up that pace. You need to upload new products no matter what. And the only excuse is that you are dead. Any other day, you should think about new niches, you should upload new niches. That is how things are working. Yes, this is a little bit unfair, but here we are. So in this bird nerd niche, you see that is cute, fun, and this is all about love to those animals. You can literally use any type of birds. This isn't a dog niche or cat niche where those breeds are very, very important. So it's just about loving to talk or just loving those birds, and that bird nerd is pretty obvious niche. What about women? There are lots of niches about which we are talking, and those designs, they are looking more that they were thought when were built about men. And this is completely normal because in lots of niches regarding kindergarten or nurses or teaching, lots and lots of such niches, we think first and foremost about women, but some kind of like my niches, they're a little bit lacking of that vibe for women. And let's see what's going on in the funny women tattoo short. If you won't see or if we will see good results, that is cool. If we will not see what we really want to see, something differentiating those designs from men designs, just search funny tattoo short or funny old tattoo short or tattoo short. It really doesn't matter because that would be that saturated niche. And you really need to embrace that this is an ever-learning process. No one of us is the master of designs. Sometimes we are predicting well those niches and understand those keywords from two words. Sometimes, we really need to see what's going on because there is such search keyword within Amazon, funny women tattoo short. So somehow Amazon really knows that people are searching that. So let's see. From my point of view, as of now, we don't see women designs. Only we don't see the whole keyword phrase with the words women as well. So we really need to understand that those tattoo designs, they're working both for men and women, and this is perfectly fine because that is a special niche, and tattoo artist and someone who loves tattoos, they are loving the various style of tattoos. So probably this is not the niche which is truly existing. Like, I would say that this design is more for women. These tattoos are for felons. And you see funny men and women short. So finally we do have a word women here, but let's continue with the next niche. And talking about women, we'll talk about this niche just in 2 words because this is a huge niche and we do have to niche down. Yes, that is good on that niche down niche which you'll choose finally or will not choose. It's up to you to use this very saturated keyword funny new grandma short. And what I need to understand about this niche, it's that there are grandmas that are grandmas or will be grandmas for the very, very first time. And that would be one whole niche by itself. That is a huge, huge niche to understand. But there are future grandmas or just new second, third, fourth time grandmas, and those would be completely different designs. So that is just quick understanding of this niche. You really need to understand that this niche is too fun even to talk about. This is, of course, the niche for women. We'll see a lot of sponsored shorts, FBA sellers, like this one. Somebody's fun as grandma. We do have this groovy font. We do have a funny new fresh face, and that is a cool thing. Yes, those are hard to work with niches. Of course, they are very, very competitive. But in the end of the day, if you don't try, you'll not see new results or new sales. So just find your piece here. Try to work hard to get at least something from such niches. You see, BSRs are pretty real. New products are here on the first page, and that is good. That gives us understanding that not just that old products or with huge ass budgets could have that piece here. I'm talking about groovy. This niche and the next niche in this video would be like sometimes obvious, sometimes too weird even to talk about, but here we really need to do that. Most likely, that groovy font would be used for designs for women. Somehow, that is true. Sometimes for some niches, they could be both for men and women niches, and that is very cool. And the groovy font is just the part of this niche because the groovy or retro style, that is just the part of our most important keywords or tags. And groovy retro shorts is not just a niche. I would say that that is a vibe, that is a style. And that is what you have to understand about the groovy. And if you didn't use a groovy font, make sure that you buy it. That is my most sincere recommendation, or use the font which is like obviously written 100% free for commercial use, because there could be problems. You see, we do have even a Disney, even without as money here. So that is a good sign that brands are using that groovy style too. So groovy sister, groovy stay, love feeling groovy, 60s vibe. Like in lots of sub-niches and niches we've talked on this channel, we've talked about groovy font within the designs. So in the end of the day, it doesn't have just to be groovy for groovy. You can use this font or this style or colors which are supposed to you to be using with this style for literally any niche. Any niche is possible if you know how to style it. This is a niche about which I don't like to talk about, but in the end of the day, we do have to do that. Why? Because it's still working. There are still people who are buying those products, and if you don't know what to do, you know what to do in the end of the day. It is really hard to compete niche. Lots of people started with such niches about birthdays. In the end of the day, competition is insane, but here we are talking again about such niches. So let's not talk about the designs, because this is a niche where you have to outcompete everyone by the design. You really need to find things that are really appealing to people. Otherwise, you'll have no sales. It's really hard to outcompete someone here in this niche with tags or strategies or ads money, because it doesn't work here. People are buying those t-shirts in the United States, in United Kingdom, in Canada for lots and lots of birthdays. And the only thing that is needed, new fresh designs each year. And there are we, thinking about new and fresh designs. And this is really important. What's really important is to remember that there are some styles, there are some things that are evergreen, that are working from year to year. And what you want to do is just to deliver. Having a good design, this is the most and the final important thing here with this niche. Make sure that you understand that vintage thing. Make sure that you have really good imagination and think from the customer's experience. They've seen it all. Don't copycat someone. This would not bring you money or sales. Do something new and fresh every single time. And that is the key to success in such old and such saturated niches. And if you want to talk a little bit more about trendy niches, things that you should think about at least, join me in next videos.